Hi, my name is Shannon. Welcome back to C.A.R.E.ing Conversations. We're coming to you from C.A.R.E., the Center for Abuse and Rape Emergencies. I am a sexual assault advocate here at C.A.R.E., and this is Lena. And today we're going to talk about elder abuse.
That's right, Shannon. My name is Lena Jones, and I'm a sexual assault advocate here as well. We're going to be putting the spotlight today on elder abuse, and then we'll hone in on elder sexual abuse. We're just coming out of Sexual Assault Awareness Month in April, and we know that Elder Abuse Day, Awareness Day, is June 15th. So we're kind of in the middle now. We wanted to take an opportunity in C.A.R.E.ing Conversations to put the spotlight on elder abuse. Research has shown that domestic violence and child abuse has been spotlighted. It has been out there in the limelight. We want to make sure that elder abuse is as prominent as any other type of abuse, as far as just putting the spotlight out there, awareness.
Right, yeah, I think it's super important to bring awareness to elder abuse. But what exactly is elder abuse, if you could define it?
Elder abuse, if I could start by saying, by identifying who would be considered an elder, some reports during my research I saw where they would consider anyone age 50 and over as an adult. As an elder adult.
Wow. Okay.
However, most of the studies did show that anyone age 60 and over would be considered an elder. The definition of elder abuse is the intentional act or failure to act that would cause risk or harm to anyone in that age category.
Okay. So what are some of the common types of elder abuse?
According to the National Center on Elder Abuse, they have identified 7 common types of abuse. And they report that 1 in every 10 people in that age will be affected by one of these forms of abuse. And they are physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional or psychological abuse, abandonment, financial abuse, self-neglect, and neglect, which is at the top of the list. It's the most common form of abuse. As I said earlier, we were going to talk about elderly abuse, but we wanted to put the spotlight, as we are sexual assault advocates, put the spotlight on sexual assault. So we'll, at this point, talk about elder sexual abuse.
Right. I think it's super important to talk about elder sexual abuse because nobody talks about it.
Right.
So what exactly is elder sexual abuse?
Elder sexual abuse is forced or unwanted sexual interaction of any kind with anyone in the age that we discussed earlier. And this would include sexual contact with an elder who has dementia, Alzheimer's, or any other disability that prevents them from consenting to sex.
So why does this type of elder sexual abuse happen?
For the same reason that it would occur with any other age group, predatory behavior, and power and control.
Yeah. Okay. So what are some of the warning signs that you can see if an elder is being sexually abused or molested or harassed, something like that?
Some of the warning signs, Shannon, would include bleeding and pain from the anus or genitals, bruised genitals or inner thighs, new sexually transmitted diseases, panic attacks, pelvic injuries, problems walking or sitting, social or emotional withdrawal, suicide attempts, torn, bloody, or stained underwear. Those are some major things to look for if you suspect someone is being sexually assaulted.
Yeah, that's just so sad. You know, the elderly population doesn't really have that support where people can spot it out and stuff like that. So
well, that's why we're having this conversation today, and everybody needs to play a part in it.
Just being vigilant, I think, is important.
Yes.
So who are generally the victims in these types of cases?
As in most cases regarding sexual abuse, generally women. Women are 6 times more likely to be the victim in the case of elder sexual abuse.
Wow, that's so crazy. So how often are these cases being reported?
Unfortunately, they're not being reported enough. And for many reasons, only about 30% of them will report these assaults. And for many reasons, being fear
Right.
of further abuse. Sometimes an elderly person is not emotionally or physically able to or have access to how to make a report. In most cases, it's the social stigma
Right.
that's associated with being involved in some type of sexual assault.
Yeah, and that's gotta be awful because you could, they could lose their nursing home
That's right.
facility or their caretakers, stuff
If
like
they
that.
expose them, yep.
So who are generally the perpetrators of this kind of abuse?
The perpetrators range from juvenile age all the way up to another elder person perpetrating this type of assault. And it's generally someone who has access to the victims.
Right.
It can be the nursing home staff, it can be the nursing home residents, it can be in-home caretakers, friends of that individual, and sad to report, in a lot of cases, it's family members.
Yeah, just taking advantage of the old age,
Power and
mental
control.
capacity. So if I suspected somebody was being abused, an elder, who would I contact?
When you say elder abuse, of course, the first point of contact would be the Adult Protective Services. But we're talking about sexual abuse. So in the case of sexual assault, you want to notify your local law enforcement agencies who would have jurisdiction in any type of assault, sexual, any type of assault case. Secondly, you want to contact the Adult Protective Services. Thirdly, you may contact the hotline here at C.A.R.E. The advocates here would be happy to give you a referral, give you information where you can report that. And lastly, you may contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 800-656-4673. And I believe you have numbers that you're going to give out to the listening audience.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you suspect abuse or sexual abuse of any kind, you can contact C.A.R.E. at 941-627-6000. You can find us on www.carefl.org and Instagram and Facebook. And we'd like to thank FCASV for making this possible. Thank you.
Thank you.